Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Source: Cowboys give tryout to controversial CB, sign 2. The Dallas Cowboys are momentarily short-handed at the cornerback spot, so much so that a critic might suggest their recent workout here inside the star smacks of desperation. A source tells CowboysCountry.com that Dallas hosted a tryout for former All-Pro cornerback Xavien Howard and a group of other DBs before opting to pass on the controversial former Miami Dolphins standout. The Cowboys are dealing with injuries in the secondary. Trayvon Diggs is dinged up and backups Wanya Thomas, Josh Butler, and Kalen Carson are out. Howard worked out for the Cowboys with a collection of other defensive backs on Wednesday. Also in the group, cornerbacks Troy Pride and D. Delaney, and safety Joshua Bledsoe. Howard has been free all offseason after Miami released him in March amid ugly reports of his involvement in a legal case featuring him allegedly sending X-rating photos of a woman to her teenage child because she refused to get an abortion. Howard, 31, has 99 starts, 29 interceptions and 4 Pro Bowls on his resume, including the controversial case that is obviously part of the reason he is unemployed. The Dallas Cowboys are heading into a high-profile Monday Night Football game against the Cincinnati Bengals with a 5-7 record. As of late, the Cowboys have been on a run, winning their last 2 games and sparking hopes of making it to the wild-card playoffs. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is sidelined with an injury for the remainder of the season, but he's still talking his team up from the bench. When asked about the Cowboys' chances to make the playoffs, Prescott didn't hesitate to give his full take on the matter. Speaking in an interview with an Erickson of Heavy Sports, Prescott delivered a strong statement when asked if the Cowboys could make the playoffs this season. "Yeah. For sure. I'm never doubting our guys," he added. "Understand that the schedule we've got is kind of laying up for us to make a great run. We've already, as you've said, taken 2 games and got the momentum going. We've got a Monday night game against the Bengals, whose record is not any better, and then Tampa Bay, so those are 2 more. If we're able to capture get those 2 wins, we'll get back in the division play. Being able to really control our own destiny." Prescott also emphasized that the Cowboys need to take things one day at a time, stating, "We're looking at the playoff picture, so I think what's important is taking it game by game, understanding that you have to play out every game, and the records don't matter. Whether it's ours, or somebody else's that is good, they've got to show up and they've got to play you." As Prescott mentioned, the Cowboys' next game is against the Bengals on Monday, December 9th, followed by the Panthers, Buccaneers, Eagles and, on January 5, 2025, Commanders to close out the regular season. Joe Buck would welcome the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football every week. Joe Buck wants to see the Dallas Cowboys playing on Monday Night Football, and he wants to see them every week. No, Buck doesn't root against your favorite team, but he very much roots for the Cowboys to show up on his schedule as often as possible. Buck recently joined the Musers on 96.7 The Ticket in Dallas ahead of the Cowboys making their second Monday Night Football appearance of the season next week against the Cincinnati Bengals. Dak Prescott is done for the year, and the Cowboys are having a hopeless season, but Buck won't let that ruin one of his favorite trips. "I would do them every week," Buck said of having to call the 5-7 Cowboys. "I would come to Dallas, enjoy my time in the greater area and enjoy being in that stadium and doing the Dallas Cowboys every damn week. Because they get eyeballs, the V got the biggest star in the NFL, his name is Jerry Jones. And they get people to watch on their television sets. They're the biggest draw in the NFL," Buck continued. "And that is saying something because the NFL on television is the biggest thing going, and every network lines up with their hands out like, 'More, sir, more' when we line up for the schedule every year. And we got 2 Dallas home games, and I don't care what their record is. I'm always excited to go to Dallas and watch them play and call it into a headset." Buck recently explained that the Cowboys are always relevant and always good television, even when they're bad. And when you're in the business of getting people to watch, relevancy and intrigue are more important than a win-loss record. Surely, Buck isn't the only person at ESPN who would love to see the Cowboys on Monday Night Football more often. So why doesn't ESPN give Buck what he wants and make a bid to be the exclusive TV home of the Cowboys? Well, the 1961 Sports Broadcasting Act wouldn't allow it. The NFL must act as a joint entity to maintain its antitrust exemption from Congress. Which means Buck and ESPN are just like everyone else, having to line up with their hands out like more when the schedule comes out. Cowboys make final call on signing 29th former All-Pro. The Dallas Cowboys wanted a closer look at former All-Pro cornerback Xavien Howard but ultimately decided against signing him. The Cowboys are short-handed in their secondary. Trayvon Diggs is banged up and backups Wanya Thomas and Josh Butler are also out, Butler for the season with a torn ACL. Additionally, rookie Kalen Carson is on injured reserve with a shoulder injury. Howard worked out for the Cowboys with a group of other defensive backs on Wednesday. Cornerbacks Troy Pride, D. Delaney, and safety Joshua Bledsoe also tried out. Dallas signed Pride and Delaney to the practice squad but not Howard. Howard has not been with the team this season. The Miami Dolphins released him in March, but he has failed to find a new home. Howard had an offer to join the Cincinnati Bengals after a workout earlier in the year but decided against it. Just before the announcement of Pride and Delaney signing, NFL reporter Josina Anderson reported that her understanding is that the Cowboys don't have immediate plans to sign Howard. Howard is an experienced veteran, with 99 starts on his resume, all with the Dolphins. He has earned 4 Pro Bowl nods, the latest coming in 2022, and has 29 career interceptions. The Cowboys have pieced together back-to-back wins, improving to 5-7, thanks in large part to their defense. With key players returning to health and the team adjusting to first-year defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer's system, the unit is starting to hit its stride at a crucial time. We all see a difference, don't we? Micah Parsons said after beating the Giants on Thanksgiving. The film's not lying. Everybody's staying in their gaps. We're playing honest and true. That just goes to show that we're just starting to believe in each other, really buying into the program and understanding that we really can be good. Parsons missed 4 games with an ankle sprain and his Week 10 return to the lineup has provided a spark for the unit. We're a better football team, a better defense, when Micah is on the field, McCarthy said. That is without question. I think he came back, we had him a little bit on a pitch count, and now he is at full speed. He's an impact player without a doubt. Parsons is one of the most impactful defenders in the NFL when healthy, attracting the attention of opposing offenses. He's notched 3.5 sacks over the last 2 games, also adding 11 tackles. Despite their mini-win streak, the Cowboys are still a long shot to make the postseason. The Athletics projection gives them a less than 1% chance to make the postseason. Dallas will need to keep winning but will also need some help from other NFC teams vying for a wild card spot. Dallas faces long odds, but Parsons warned not to count the Cowboys out just yet. Everybody's been counting us out, Parsons said. I believe we're going to turn it around and make a run. Dallas hosts the Bengals for a Monday Night Football matchup this week. The Bengals are a 5-point road favorite. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Xavien Howard? Leave your opinion in the comments.